Okay, this tutorial is to show you how to add a picture to your Little Bird Tales, your research project that you've been working on. So you'll want to get into our library catalog and click on Irving Elementary School. And then scroll down till you see under 3rd grade the Little Bird Tales. Click on that. And then over here on the right hand side you need to click on Sign In. And you will need to sign in with our username, which is Irv Green, all lowercase. And then our password is the number 3, capital G, and lowercase r. And then our school code is capital N, Y, Y, and then the number 3. Then you go down here and click on Sign In. And wait for it to load. And then depending on whether you did your research project on African animals or rainforest animals, you will choose either the yellow cover for the African animals or the purple cover for the rainforest animals. My animal was kinkajous, and that is a rainforest animal, so I will choose the purple color by clicking on this. Now, on your sheet of paper, it tells you what page number you're on. So I will scroll down to page 8 over here on this right hand side. I will click on page 8, and that will open up my information about kinkajous. This is where I typed my information, and then over here is where I'm going to draw my picture, but I have to click on this first. So I'm going to click on Tail Page Art, and then it gives me this big white screen where I can draw my picture of my kinkajou. Now, over here on the left hand side are your tools that you will use to draw with. This is a paintbrush, so if I click on that and I just draw something like this, then that is how that paintbrush works. I can undo that real quick by clicking on that undo arrow. This draws a straight line like that. This draws a square, so I can click and drag out how big a square I want. This draws a circle. If I click on that, click and drag, and it will draw a circle. This here erases, but I like using the undo button better than erasing. And the last thing is this fill in. So if I use this paintbrush again and draw a circle, I want to make sure I close it up, and then I can choose this paint can and choose a color to fill it in. And that's how that does that. Now, those are your tools. This T here is for text. You are not going to use that because you are not going to type or have any text on your picture. You're just going to have a picture of your animal. So I am going to start by using this brush, and I'm going to do my best at drawing a kinkajou, which is not very easy with a computer. I'm actually using my laptop, boys and girls. Now there's its head, and then I'm going to draw its body. And remember, the kinkajou has a really long tail. And then I'm going to draw it's kind of got claws for feet. I'm going to draw the next foot here. I'm not doing a great job, but you know what? I'm doing the best I can, and that's all I ask from you guys. Just do the best you can. Don't worry too much. I'm not grading you on your artwork. I'm not the art teacher. as it's obvious to tell. Whoops, I kind of went too far with that, but that'll be part of his nose, I guess. Now I'm done drawing the outline of my kinkajou, so now I want to fill it in with the color. And based on what I read and researched, he is kind of a golden color. So I'm going to choose this paint can to fill in my spaces with a golden color. Let's see, this kind of looks golden. I think I'll choose that and see how that looks. That's pretty good. And then the face too. Now I need to add some eyes, but before I do that, I think I'll go ahead and close up this area here with that, and then I can put like a nostril here and a nostril there, and then I'm going to make some eyes. Now this kinkajou is in the raccoon family, so I want to make sure that he's got some big like raccoon eyes. There's one, and I click and I drag and I keep the mouse clicker down, and then I let go. Now I'm basically done drawing my kinkajou. I'm not going to add any more stuff to it because I'm not going to waste any more of your time. But now here's some really important steps in order to save your picture, and then also save it so it matches up with your sentences that I've typed for you. You're going to go down here and click on Save. That's step number one, and if you notice when I click on it, over here there will be an orange box saying something like loading, and I'll click on that and it's loading. And then if I move my mouse away from that save button, I can see that I've got an arrow, so that means it's saved it. And then this is the X that I want to X out of. This green bar here has an X, a white X. That's what I want to X out of. So it'll take me back to my words that were typed. See how I have my picture now with my words? Now there's one more very important step to saving, and that's right here, this green save button. You need to click on that and it will save it. It says it's saving, and now everything has disappeared because it's saved. I can double check by going over here and scrolling down, and I can see a picture now added to my page 8. And that is how you draw a picture on the Little Birdtails website. Have a great day.